Yo, we live. Come join us. Come join us. Come join us. We live. Don't miss out. We live. All right. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Let me go ahead and. What up, David? What up, Northern Downpour? What up, Camo Steve? What's going down, players? Players, partners, and pimps. You know what I'm saying? And pimpettes. Fine. Let me use this candle actually to hold up my phone. There we go. We all good. We all good. Puppies being good. Oh yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you probably don't know, or Facebook, Instagram or Facebook. We got a new addition in the house. There's a new little fella running around the house. He's about this big. You know what I'm saying? He's a little dude. He's probably no more than maybe 5 pounds, if that. You know, he's the complete opposite contrast of or the contrast of Chief. Whole opposite side of the spectrum. Yeah, Chief's about 160, somewhere in there, 165 or something like that. Between 160 and like 170, somewhere in there. He's a big dude. This little guy, though, on the other hand, he's a little fella. he's a tiny fella, but he's a good little boy, man. He'll be 11 weeks on Friday, actually. He'll be 11 weeks old on Friday. But anyways, man, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you for coming and joining. What up, Nugget? What's going down? What's going down? Yeah, hopefully everybody had a beautiful Wednesday. Let's go ahead and jump up in this. I'll show you guys the new little guy here in a second. His name is Louis V. Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? We call him Louis V. But yeah, he's the new little addition. There's a lot of big plans for this little guy. He's actually going to be, what up, Charles? He's actually going to be the first of many of this particular breed to come. He's our first stud, actually, if you know what that means. It means, you know, exactly what it sounds like. He's the first male dog that will be in the new camp, the new kennel that we're starting. Not 100% sure on the name, but I think we're going to be going with unbelievable Frenchies, if that goes ahead and gives it away. He is a little Frenchie, a little French bulldog. He's a little cool little guy. Louis V. He's over here laying down right now, being good finally, after running around being all crazy. You got a chicken named Gucci? Hell yeah. See, look, you got Gucci, I got Louis V. You know what I'm saying? We over here, you know, we on that designer shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and give a holla or shout out to all the menus. Woo! Let's give a shout out to all the members real quick. And let's jump into this video, man. We got a Mr.Ballen to start this off. So I don't want to waste no time. Let's just get into it, bro. We got Hollero, Mama Dukes, Epic Service, Misty Summers, Nick, Sam, Nene, Holla Boy, Funny Farm, Robin Lynn, Northern Downpour, Kara, Taylor, Shauna, Driver Thoughts, Dave Jones, Happy Chick, Wild Turkey, Jamal, Ryan, Keith, Kenneth, Diesel, Creatively Insane, Aaron Nugget, My Hood Life, and Gary Willis. Gang, 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 gang. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to all the amazing individuals that call themselves members. If you want to join those people, then please think about hitting that join button down below. If not, please just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, and help your boy out, you know, hitting that 100K one day situation. You know what I'm saying? It helps me out tremendously. We're trying to hit 100K one day. I just want a plaque, okay? I just want to see a plaque on the wall. I'm gonna work until I get that goddamn plaque. I mean, we'll probably continue to keep working after that plaque, but I'm just saying I'm trying to get that goddamn plaque. Anyways, what up, Toby? Shout out to you too, Charles. But let's go ahead and jump into this first video, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this first video. We got the Caribbean disaster, distressing content. So this is a fair warning to anybody who's a little sensitive. This is your opportunity to prepare yourself. I'm not saying click off. I'm just saying prepare yourself, okay? Be ready. for anything. All right, anyway, let's go.
Today's story is going to be physically uncomfortable to listen to. And at the
What up,
end of the
Paige?
story, I'm going to show you a video that is highly distressing. So, viewer discretion is advised.
All good,
But
we appreciate
before we
you.
get into today's story,
Gang,
if you're
appreciate
a fan
you,
of the
appreciate
strange,
you.
dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you come to the right place because that's all we do, and we upload once a week. So, if that's of interest to you, please encourage the like button to join the official Mr.Ballen Discord server, but secretly manipulate their account so that no matter how engaged they are.
Is it loud enough for you guys? Is it good? I'm trying not to be super duper loud, because the kids, I just put the kids to sleep, and wife is already asleep, because she's got to get up super early in the morning. So yeah, I'm just trying not to be super duper loud, but just a little check real quick. Is it loud enough for you guys? Can you hear everything? Hell yeah, Nugget. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, if you guys do have to dip out, you know, just leave me on, you know, play. You know what I'm saying? Just leave me on the TV, leave me on the computer. Just turn me on mute if you need to, you know what I'm saying? But let that shit play, you dig? For sure. Okay, I just want to make sure that the
on the server,
sound was
they
good.
can't level up. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay,
Facts.
let's get into today's story.
Shout out to Mr. Ballen, man. Mr. Ballen's a gangster. What up, Buzzard? Mr. Ballen is a thug. An OG. You know what I'm saying?
At 4 a.m. on February 25th, 2022, a 36-year-old father of three named Christopher Boudram woke up inside of his modest home in Pointe-à-Pierre, which is a city on the Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago. After quietly getting out of his bed so as not to wake up his wife, who was still asleep, Christopher walked into the other room and did his typical morning exercise routine, and then afterward, he made himself some breakfast in the kitchen, and by 5:30 a.m., he was out his front door, into his car, making the commute to work. Christopher was a professional scuba diver, and he had been for over 10 years. Commercial diving is a very broad field to work in, but generally it meant that Christopher was paid to do various tasks underwater.
See, I will scuba dive, and I'll even do like a little bit of a, not scuba dive, I'm lying to you. I will snorkel, okay? And then I will, you know, free swim, snorkeling and whatnot, because I can swim. I'm pretty strong swimmer. But outside of that, I'm not doing the scuba diving thing. I'm not at that. I'm not in that much of like a life crisis, midlife thing. You know, or, why did I say that backwards? I'm not in a midlife crisis moment where like I need to do something super extreme, because that's extreme to me. And then I'm also just not confident that I can keep myself from panicking under the water. And, you know, that shit's scary, bro. That shit's
things
scary.
Like inspections or welding or just moving equipment around. For the last 8 months, Christopher had been fortunate enough to be working for a company that was located just 2 minutes drive from his house. It was an oil and gas company called Perea Fuel.
So he's doing
and Christopher's duties at Perea Fuel centered primarily on the upkeep and maintenance of several of these underwater pipelines that Perea Fuel used to get the oil off of their ships and onto land where it could be processed. These underwater pipelines, of which Perea had at least 6, were basically U-shaped. They had these 2 vertical sections on either end that would jut out of the water. And then connecting these 2 vertical sections was a 1,200-foot long section of pipe that ran along the seabed at roughly 60 feet below the surface. And so one of these vertical sections was out at sea, so 1,200 feet off the coast, and ships would literally come by this opening to the pipe that was out of the water, and they would dump their oil into this opening. The oil would go down, it would shoot across this long horizontal section, and then go up the other vertical section much closer to shore, where workers could collect the oil and bring it onto land to be processed. So on this particular day in February of 2022, When Christopher arrived at Korea Fuel, he was not surprised at all to find out that he and his diving colleagues would be doing some maintenance on one of these underwater pipelines. However, there was something unique about the particular pipeline they'd be working on. It was called berth number 6, and unlike the rest of Korea Fuel's underwater oil transport pipelines, this one had not been active since 2018. So for the past 4 years, it had just sat idle. Now, this was on purpose. For whatever reason, the company had decided not to use berth number 6, and so they put it into a sort of storage mode, where the vertical section of berth number 6 that was out at sea was untouched. It was still just poking out of the water, no changes. However, the other vertical section of berth number 6 that was closest to shore was first plugged up, like imagine putting a cork inside of a wine bottle. That's basically what they did to this vertical section, except they used this huge inflatable cork. Imagine like a huge pool toy. They basically jammed it inside of the vertical section, and then they inflated it so much that it was completely airtight inside of this pipe. And then, once it was all plugged up, they submerged this section of the vertical pipe underwater, maybe 5 or 10 feet below the surface, to kind of keep it out of the way of all the ships that would be moving around close to shore. And then also what they did is they put something called a habitat on top of the opening of this now submerged vertical section of berth number 6. To understand it, you got to picture something else. Okay, so imagine you're in the bathtub and you have a bucket, and you flip it upside down above the surface, so there's nothing inside of the bucket, and you just take the bucket and push it straight down into the water. No matter how deep you push that bucket, as long as you don't rotate it to one side or the other and you just keep it steady, that air pocket inside of the bucket will remain. You can literally reach your hand under the bucket underwater and it will be dry. And so basically, that's what this habitat was. Korea Fuel took a huge bucket, if you will, and they lowered it straight into the water and pressed it down and anchored it right above the opening to this submerged vertical section. So there was a permanent air pocket over the opening to this pipe. And the reason for this is because if they needed to do work on this pipe, like for example, today they wanted Christopher and his colleagues to make this pipe active again, which meant doing work on it, the divers could swim down, get inside of this habitat, stand on the little metal platform they put in there, and then they could take off all of their cumbersome diving equipment and just work on the pipe while breathing air. It was really kind of a luxury. And so after Christopher and the 4 other divers he'd be with that day got their instructions, to get berth number 6 active again, they began getting all their gear together and going over who would be responsible for what once they got down to the habitat. And then once they were all ready, they made their way out to the boat. The 4 other divers that Christopher would be working with that day were men he had worked with many times before and men he would consider his friends. Their names were Kazim Ali Jr., Yusuf Henry, Faisal Kurban, and Rishi Nagasar. Once their boat had moved just off the coast and had stopped kind of roughly over the area where below the surface was this submerged berth number 6 vertical pipe and the habitat, the divers hopped off the boat and they swam straight down. They went up and under the side of this habitat wall and they entered into this breathable airspace right around the entrance to this pipe. And so they climbed up onto the platform, they took off all of their gear, and then once they were just in their wetsuits, they got to work. Now, the job was relatively straightforward. They just needed to basically pull a lever inside of the pipe that would then deflate the big inflatable plug that had been set inside of this pipe to seal it. However, when one of the divers reached down and began to pull on the lever, it was jammed, and so they needed a wrench to kind of free the lever. And so Kazim volunteered to go back to the surface and get a wrench because no one had one inside of the habitat. And so Kazim put his dive gear back on, he dove out from underneath this habitat, swam back to the surface, he talked to the folks on the boat, they handed him a wrench, and then he swam right back down, back inside of the habitat, and then once he poked himself back up, he handed the wrench up to the nearest diver. And that diver took the wrench, he turned back around to face the pipe, he reached down inside, and he began fiddling with the lever, and eventually he freed it. However, the second this lever was activated, something horrific happened inside of that space.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here, before we even get into it, what's your predictions? All right, put your predictions in there. I don't know really. The things the only thing that I could think of is the lever was stuck because it had malfunctioned. So it wasn't that it was just like stuck because it just been sitting there for a while. I think there was an actual like malfunction when it was being installed that was not noted. I'm just throwing that out there. And then when they freed up the lever, either one of two things happened. Either one, the inflatable thing went boom and just exploded because it was already full, and instead of deflating it, the process of them fiddling with the thing maybe potentially made it inflate even more and it exploded, or it deflated and all the compressed air inside caused the weird little bucket thing to do some weird topply situation, and maybe it flooded and like drowned everybody inside on some weird, like, I don't know, like that's the only things that are coming to mind that sound.
This is not a normal ad. I am not trying to get you to buy anything. Instead, I want you, all you fans of the strange, dark, and mysterious, to join our Discord server. It's completely free. Really.
Shout out to Mr.Ballen in his Discord server. If you want to join, it's in the description of his video.
Okay, back to the story.
It's gonna create a suction and suck him into the pipe. Oh, see, I didn't think about that, Texas. That's a very good
exactly how this happened or what exactly could have been done to prevent it. But in short, the second that lever was activated, it began to deflate this big cork that had been plugging up this inactive pipeline for the past 4 years. And when that happened, it broke the seal, and suddenly all this low pressure air that was sitting in 1,200 feet of pipeline made contact with the extremely high pressure air that was inside of this habitat. And air likes to go from high pressure to low pressure. And so the second that seal was broken, the high pressure air in the habitat expanded down into...
Yeah, so Texas was right. It literally created this suction cup. It was like a fucking plunger.
The pipe. But this happened so quickly. It was almost instantaneous. It was almost like the pipe opening became the world's strongest vacuum, and it sucked everything inside of the habitat, all the air, all the equipment, all 5 men into the pipe, and it also began sucking in seawater. Basically everything was going in this pipe. And so these 5 men, they don't have their scuba gear on, went from just standing outside the pipe to feet first flying into this pipe with all of their heavy equipment all around them and there's seawater all over them. They're holding their breath, and so they get sucked down the vertical section.
That would be like the world's worst, most terrifying, most deadly fucking water slide to ever exist, bruh.
Turn the corner and they get rocketed out to sea. They are on the 1,200 foot long section, the horizontal section, just blazing a trail. Now think about this.
Damn.
All 5 of these guys have no idea what's happened. They're on a breath hold. They are shooting down a pipe. They can't see anything. The space inside of this pipe is so narrow. It's 2.5 feet across. And so they're getting compressed. Their shoulders can barely fit inside of this pipe. And so you gotta figure that all of them are expecting to die. But eventually, the pressure in this pipe did equalize, at which point this vacuum phenomenon stopped up at the habitat, and actually the habitat kind of refilled with air. And when that happened, all the seawater that was getting pulled into this pipe also stopped. So no more air, no more seawater is going into this pipe. It's kind of like whatever went into the pipe, that's what's down there. And when this equalization happened, these men, who by this point are on a several minute long breath hold, they eventually begin to slow down and come to a stop. And by some miracle, they came to stop in a section of this horizontal pipe that was not totally flat to the seabed. It was slightly elevated, which meant there was a small air pocket where they stopped.
Dang.
And so they come to a stop and they just start gasping for air, and then they begin yelling out to each other, and they realize all 5 of them are alive, and they're all kind of roughly grouped together in this air pocket. And we know this because one of their cameras on their bodies was rolling when they were pulled into the pipe. And so we can't see anything because it's pitch black inside of this pipe, but we can hear them talking to each other once everything stops. And so over the course of this kind of chaotic initial volley of communication up and down the pipe, where again, these guys are on their backs, you know, they can't move at all. They're completely kind of trapped in position. And even though they're in an air pocket, there is water kind of close to their face. And so they have this little area to breathe in. They're panicking, they're screaming at each other. But in this volley, they're able to figure out that Christopher was the closest to the way they had come into the pipe, meaning his head was closest to the vertical section closest to shore, and all four other men were right below him. And so Christopher knew if they were going to get out, their best chance was to backtrack, head towards the way they came in, which meant Christopher would have to lead them. And so Christopher kind of found it within himself. Again, we can hear him on audio, and he told the others to calm down and link their feet onto the person below them's shoulders. And so to do that, the only way these guys could move in this tight little pipe is just by pushing with their heels. And so painfully, slowly, these guys who were very badly battered at this point, I mean, they came flying in here.
So what would happen though once you've crawled to the point that like the pipe is no longer bent and is now flat, and you're like trying to crawl yourself up the pipe and shit in nothing but a like actual pipe full of water? Like what then?
Surrounded by all their heavy equipment crashing into them. Guys had broken bones. They were really badly beat up, but they finally make their way until they're all linked, you know, feet under each other's shoulders. And then Christopher, in the lead, began kind of going in reverse, inching their way up the pipe back towards the way they came in. Now, the reason they felt strongly that they needed to act right away and not wait for rescue is because they didn't really understand how this had even happened. They didn't know if at any moment more water was going to pour into this pipe. They also understood that there was limited air, and at some point they would suffocate. And so with that in mind, they begin this journey. And right away, Christopher reaches the first flooded section of the pipe. See? Now, you have to understand, they have no idea how long this flooded section of pipe is. And so once you start moving into this flooded section behind you, once you go underwater, you're either going to find another air pocket at some point, or you're going to drown. And so it would turn out that only Christopher and the guy right below him, Faisal, were willing and physically able to attempt this potential suicide mission. And so the others, they began panicking. The others who were not going to go, and they're screaming out for Christopher and Faisal not to leave them. You can hear it on audio. But Christopher and Faisal, they felt strongly that somebody has to go to the surface and get help. And so Christopher and Faisal, linked together, begin inching into this flooded section of pipe. Pitch black. They have no idea what's going to happen. They're slowly going under the water, and they just begin inching their way on a breath hold. And by some miracle, this first flooded section they entered into was not very long. And so both Christopher and Faisal were able to barely, coughing and gagging, get out the other side into yet another air pocket. And by an even bigger miracle, in that new air pocket, Christopher, above him, he managed to get one hand above his head. He felt scuba tanks, 2 of them. And he was able to take one of them and somehow force it past the side of his body down to Faisal. And so both men suddenly had an air tank. Now they had to kind of awkwardly pin the tank above their head. These tanks are not light. If you've not scuba dived, it's like pushing a pretty heavy weight. And they had the regulator, so the mouthpiece that actually gives you the air in their mouths, but they couldn't really hold the mouthpiece in place. It was this very awkward thing they were going to do, but this meant they could now enter much longer flooded sections of pipe and potentially make it out the other side. And so, with their air tanks on top of their heads and their mouthpieces in their mouth, ripping down as hard as they can with their teeth, they continue to inch along with their heels, and they...
Look, this shit is making me claustrophobic just listening to this story. Like, I'm low-key claustrophobic. Like, I'm not, like, claustrophobic to the point where, all tight situations or all situations where you don't have a lot of room bother me. But I will say about half, if not maybe 60% of tight spaces do bother me. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bit claustrophobic, and this shit right here, this is definitely a no-go. This is definitely some no-go shit right here. I will be panicking. I would have been died already because I'd have been crying and panicking, and I wouldn't have been moving. Okay, I would have been drowned already. I'm just saying, that's just a fact.
Into more and more of these flooded sections of pipe. As they're doing this, they know they have a scuba tank, but they have no idea how much air is in these tanks. They can't see the gauge. And so it's kind of the same thing as going in on a breath hold. You don't know when you're going to run out of air because you don't know how long these flooded sections are. So you can only imagine how terrifying this must have been.
Yeah,
but they kept on going and going, and finally, after hours of this, that Christopher and Faisal are going through these terrifying stretches of, hoping they can hold on to that mouthpiece and hoping they got enough air. They'd get through these flooded sections, hit the next air pocket. After hours of doing that, they reach this air pocket where Faisal starts to kind of lose it. And he starts yelling to Christopher in the total dark to stop, but he didn't have a reason, and Christopher could kind of sense that, Faisal's starting to lose it and we're running out of time here. And Christopher, he can hear the other divers that they had left behind in the beginning screaming out all the way back down the pipe. And so Christopher, he stayed composed and he tried to get Faisal to calm down and come with him. But when it was clear he wasn't going to, he told Faisal that, hey, I'm going to keep going alone then. I'm going to get us help and I'll be back for you. And so Faisal, he was still panicking and he yelled at Christopher not to go any further. But Christopher knew he had to go. And
bro, I feel like this is about to be a sad situation where the one guy who just decided, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to move. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. He's going to be the one guy who lives. That's my predicament at this point. Yeah. Nope. Or my prediction. Sorry, not predicament. My prediction. some stoner shit. But anyways, my prediction right now is he's the only one that's going to survive. Everyone else is going to die.
With the sound of his friends screaming out for him to stop, Christopher again cinched down with his teeth on the mouthpiece, continued to push this air tank above his head, and he inched his way closer and closer to the entrance of this pipe. And after reaching a very long underwater section where he knows he's running out of air, his tank hit the kink in the pipe where it went vertical again, which meant right above him was the exit. The habitat is right up there. And so Christopher was able to kind of turn and swim up this vertical section until he popped up. And it was again another air pocket, except the water level in this vertical section was not close enough to the exit of the pipe to actually pull himself out. It was like Christopher was stuck at the bottom of a well. Like there's nothing he can do. But luckily there was a chain that was dangling down in arm's reach. And so Christopher grabbed the chain and just had to wait, having no idea if anybody was coming to get them. But eventually, 2 rescue divers did get into the habitat, and they reached down and they pulled Christopher out of the pipe and they saved him. And when they brought him up to the surface, Christopher saw that Perea Fuel had their emergency response team on site. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard was there, and it's clear they're getting ready to do some sort of rescue operation. And so Christopher, who's totally traumatized, he's badly hurt, he still ran up to authorities and told them, all 4 of my colleagues are still alive. I heard them banging in the pipes. I know they're in air pockets. You got to go back down. You got to save them. But ultimately, the authorities decided it was not safe to send rescuers down into this pipe. And so when Christopher found out they were not going to try to rescue his friends who are literally banging the pipe, he can hear them, he tried to jump back in the water to do it himself. And they stopped him. And then Christopher was rushed to the hospital where once he was admitted to the intensive care unit, he tried to check himself out to go back to the water to save his friends. But again, Christopher was stopped. For 2 whole days after Christopher was rescued from this pipe, his colleagues, the 4 other divers, remained trapped in the most claustrophobic, horrible situation imaginable, and they continued to bang on the pipe and make noises that could be heard on the surface, but nobody did anything. And so finally, on February 27th, the noises stopped inside of the pipe because all of the men died. They either died of suffocation because they ran out of air in the pipe, or they died from one of their injuries, or they attempted to do one of those long underwater sections of pipe on a breath hold because they didn't have scuba tanks, and they drowned. On February 28th, 3 of the divers' bodies were recovered, and the final body, the 4th diver, was recovered on March 3rd. It's unclear why Christopher and the other divers did not do something to equalize.
How did they get... I'm so confused. How did they retrieve the fucking bodies then? Did they just like a straw and like blow air in that shit and like push them out the other end or some shit? Like when they just were just trying to get the bodies out. Like how did you get the bodies out? But you couldn't go save them or even attempt to save them when they were still alive. Like that's nuts. But I called it. I knew it. Something told me that the only one that was gonna survive was the one that kept moving, bro. And that's like a life lesson all in itself. That's a life lesson, bro. Like sometimes there is not gonna be anybody who's gonna come and save you. The only person that's gonna save you is you. And the only thing that's stopping you from reaching the ultimate goal in life and the ultimate, point in anything that you're doing is you, bro. Like you just gotta keep moving, keep pushing. Like that shit's fucking nuts, bro. That's fucked up that they didn't try to even
inside
save
of the
those
habitat
people.
and inside of this pipe before undoing the plug, because this vacuum effect, which is known as delta P, is actually easy to anticipate and relatively easy to prevent. But the investigation into exactly what happened and who is to blame is still ongoing. However, the only survivor, Christopher, and many other people who are following this case, they believe the 4 deaths are directly attributable to Perea Fuel, who were primarily responsible for not allowing a rescue operation to happen in those first 2 days, where you could clearly hear the sounds of these divers banging on the pipe. And so to finish this story, I'm going to show you the final footage taken by one of the divers, Kazim, who was the one who got the wrench and brought it back inside the habitat, handed it off, and then that wrench was used to push the lever, which created the vacuum. You'll see in this video that it looks like nothing is going on, and Kazim is just inside of this habitat, and all the divers are fine, and then it's like his camera just turns black. What's happening there is he was pulled so quickly into the pipe that it looks like it was a cut of the camera, when in reality, that's just how fast everything inside of that habitat was pulled into the pipe.
Damn.
This video is highly distressing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Damn, and he's like in the water still, so for him to get sucked in like that. Look, he barely gets up. Holy. Bruh, you can't even tell that like, what the fuck just happened? What up, Misty? What the fuck? It just goes from like, them just chilling and doing our jobs, minding our business, and all of a sudden it's like, whew, we're all just sucked in. Bruh, that shit is crazy.
So that's going to do it. If you got something out of today's video and you haven't done this already, please encourage the like button.
That shit is nuts. That shit is fucking bananas. Man, condolences to the deceased, and I wish their families the best. That shit's crazy. And man, I wish the best for the dude who survived, because I'm sure he probably walks around with a super heavy heart and survival's guilt like a motherfucker, bruh. You can only imagine. Holy shit. All right, girl demands to be arrested after her best friend gets an OWI. Oh Lord, here we go. How you gonna? That don't even make no damn sense. How you gonna try? Why? Why would you want to get arrested with your friend, bruh? I'm so confused. Like, wait, what? The title set in, and I was like, that shit is dumb.
4th, 2022, an officer observed a green Chevrolet Camaro speeding and driving recklessly in Wyandotte, Michigan. As the officer caught up, the vehicle traveled 60 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone and continued through a red light, nearly striking another motorist. Upon approach, the driver was identified as 21-year-old Noel Alhalmi. While speaking with her, the officer detected a strong odor of intoxicants coming from inside the vehicle.
Hello.
Hi.
Officer Barry, Wyandotte Police Department. You probably know why I'm stopping you?
Yeah, I almost hit someone's eyes.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
Too much.
I'm gonna be honest, 2 drinks.
Okay, how big were they? Because the way that you were driving doesn't seem like just 2
promise
drinks.
you.
I mean, you were going probably 80 under the viaducts and then hit your brakes for that yellow light, but then it turned red and you went through it.
Because the guy in front of me.
Well, you're speeding. He wasn't expecting you to come up that fast.
I know, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna have you step out and I'm gonna put you through a couple field sobrieties, okay? Is it in park? Why don't you put it in park for me? Perfect.
I ain't gonna lie. You know, you get.
Where are you coming from tonight?
Look, you get behind the wheel of a sports car, bruh, and the shit just makes you feel like a NASCAR driver. I ain't gonna lie. You feel like you the greatest driver on the road and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't help yourself. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie. There's some times where I be, you know, getting in the Scat Pack, getting in the Camaro, whichever one I decide to get in, and I you know, sometimes I might have to hit that gas. I might just have to hit that gas. I feel you know, I can't. I'm shaving your game. You just got caught.
Whiskeys? Okay.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go over here and we're going to run you through a couple sobrieties, see if you're okay to drive, okay? All right, you said you had 2 drinks?
Yes.
That's honest?
Yes.
Okay.
2.5 if you want me to be honest.
Okay, how long ago?
An hour ago. Tops,
hour ago?
an hour ago.
Okay. You ever been arrested before? No?
That's
Okay.
definitely.
All right, what I'm going to have you do, you have any
I don't think you
major
realize
medical
that,
problems or
but
anything like
right
that?
now, but
Just keep your hands on your
you
side
will
for
in a
me,
minute.
okay? What I want you to do is I want you to follow this light with your eyes and your eyes only,
Mouth,
okay?
body.
Keep your head straight.
Okay.
Right? I'm just saying. Toby's like, she's not too bad either.
Okay.
How much have you had to drink?
2.
2? Is that an honest 2?
Honest.
Because we hear 2. 2 is the number that
I'm being real
everyone.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm underage.
Are you?
Yes.
They served you underage?
I'm being so real with you. Like,
Okay.
I'm not trying to go to jail.
I
That's why
gotcha.
I'm being real with you.
So is she underage too? Because I see the X's
no,
on her hand.
she's 21.
She's 21. Okay. How are they serving
Damn.
you? Actually, don't answer that.
So imagine there's a line going right down the middle right here, okay? What I want you to do is put your left foot on that line and put
Bruh, did he just say don't answer that? He's over here saving her ass. Talking about, how did they, you know what? Don't even answer the question that I was about to ask you. Because at that point, if you are using a fake ID, you're going to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
your foot
that's
directly
really
in front
what
of it,
is.
just like
He was
this.
saving her ass right
Switch
there.
your feet around. Yep, perfect. Stay just like that. Okay? Keep your hands down to your side. Don't move until I tell you to. Okay? When I tell you to, you're going to walk 9
Doesn't
toe-to-toe
say she's
steps down that
brave.
imaginary line.
9?
Yep, 9. I'm going to demonstrate, okay? It's going to look like
Misty
this.
said it too. She's
1,
cute.
2, 3, up to 9.
Okay.
You understand? Whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you stumbled.
Next, what I'm going to have you do, okay? You can pick either your left or your right leg. Lift it approximately 6 inches off the ground, just like this. Hands down to your side. Both legs locked out and your toe pointed straight in front of you. While looking
She's
at your
gonna
foot,
fail.
count out loud 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000 until I tell you to stop. You understand?
She's gonna fail.
Whenever you're ready.
1,000. 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 21,000, 21,000,
11 and 12
Whoa, whoa.
31,000.
Wait, Wait. This bitch did not just start at 8-1000. Unless, did he tell her to start at 8-1000? I don't think he did. I'm gonna go back and re-listen to that. But then did she go 8-1000, 9-1000, 10-1000, 20-1000, 30-1000? Like, wait, where do you? Who taught your dumbass how to count? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you ain't even counting in any real, like, with no real rhyme or reason. You wouldn't count by ones, you wouldn't count by twos, you wouldn't count by threes, bitch. You wouldn't count by fives, tens. You wouldn't count by nothing in fucking any real fashion or real rhyme or reason, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold on, we gotta go back. This shit fucked me up. What did she say? Holy.
Approximately 6 inches off the ground, just like this.
Holy.
Hands down your side, both legs locked out, and your toe pointed straight in front of you. While looking at your foot, count out loud 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000 until I tell you to stop.
Okay, see?
You understand?
Right there.
Whenever you're ready.
Never did he ever tell her start at 8-1000 and then do some weird shit. He said just count 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000, so on and so forth. Do you understand? And then here's what we get from this bitch right here.
1,000.
Hold on.
Foot, count out loud 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000 until I tell you to stop. You understand? Whenever you're ready.
1,000.
Okay, in her defense, there was a cut. There was a jump cut right there. That's why she started at 8.
8-1,000, 9-1,000, 10-1,000, 20-1,000,
She
21,000,
11 and 12 are out.
31,000,
what?
51,000, 51,000,
What?
Okay. You're good.
What?
Ains, you have the PBT. Michigan law.
Holy shit. We can only give you the excuse of the jump cut one time. We don't know where you were at when if you did 1 through 8 the way you were supposed to. But we do know when we did get you back and you started at 8-1000, you said 8-1000, 9-1000, 10-1000, 20-1000, 21-1000, 31-1000. Like, huh? 51,000, 61-1000. Like, wait, bitch, hold the fucking front door. What the?
Urge you to submit to a preliminary breath test upon request of a peace officer. It's a PBT. It's just a roadside breath test. Okay.
You better
If you
not
refuse
take
to submit
that
to a breath
test.
test, you could be charged of a civil infraction, which is a $100 fine. You want to take it for me?
And you about to fail.
Is this your car? What originally caught my eye was you.
The yellow light.
Well, just on
I
Biddle.
would have hit him if I didn't
On Biddle when you first took off. It's only 25 through there, and you were going well over that.
Noel agreed to a preliminary breath test, which resulted in 0.14.
Almost double the limit.
Do you know what the legal limit in the state of Michigan is? The legal limit is 0.08. You're a 0.14. You're almost double legal limit, okay? Turn around,
Almost
put your hands behind your
double,
back for
bitch.
me. You're
You
being
going
placed
to
under arrest
jail.
for operating while intoxicated.
As she was placed in handcuffs, her passenger, 19-year-old Keone Cavazos, exited the vehicle.
Just,
Stay.
can you stay in there?
Stay. Please stay. Keep. Please stay.
I'm staying right here. You can take me with you. No, they can take me with you.
What does she want to
You're
do
not
this?
gonna go yourself.
Why do you want to go to jail with her?
Yourself. I don't work tomorrow, so I don't go.
Kiki.
What?
No, I don't.
You ain't gonna have a job to go back to regardless if you fucking are acting dumb, bitch. Like, I ain't gotta go to work tomorrow, so fuck it, let's go to jail. Like, where do they do that at? When the fuck did that become like a thing to do? Like, do y'all like y'all younger generation really just like to go to jail? Like, y'all niggas just like being in trouble and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all just got days off and just got time to go sit in jail and shit. Like, that's just, y'all rather do that than go do anything else? Anything. Like, anything. Like, bitch, you're 19. You are an adult. You can do damn near anything you want. Shit, you was in the club just a minute ago, so shit, it obviously ain't too hard for you to get your ass up in the club and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Spend some little money, you know what I'm saying? Do your little thing, shake a little ass and like bang, bang, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anything? You rather sit your ass in jail? Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with this younger generation, bro?
Keone appeared very agitated and stated she was going with Noel.
Oh, yeah?
No, my car. I don't go. I don't go. They can take me with you.
Oh, you're dumb.
Walk this way for me.
Key in the car. I know.
Have a seat for me.
She's dumb.
Okay, how are you getting home?
I mean, my ride's right behind her, but like, I'll go with her because I don't care.
No, your ride's over there, that Ford Taurus.
Yep, but I'm gonna go with her because I don't care.
You can't go.
No, I'm going with her.
Where are you?
No, I'm
Why?
going with her.
What do you mean?
I'm going with her.
What does that mean?
Because that's my best friend for 9 years.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm going with her.
What's that mean that you're going with her?
I don't want her to go by herself.
We're not taking you to jail.
But I'm going to go with her.
Well, if you want to get in that car and go up to the police station, that's fine. But
No,
you
I wanna
can't
go
see
with
her.
her.
You can't go with her.
I'm going to go right here until I go with her.
You can't go with her.
I'm not going without her.
Holy shit.
You can't go with her.
Can I drive her car then?
No.
Like, I'm not
No,
going
you've
without
been
her.
drinking too.
No, I don't
You
care.
told me you've been drinking.
You're right. I told you
know.
how old I am too. So
I know.
take me with her.
No. You can't go with her.
So what do you want me to do?
You can stand back over here.
All right.
Or you can stand away.
Stop knocking on the Stop knocking, Noel. Noel,
We don't have any
stop.
more calls on this mail.
Stop.
We're
What the
clear.
fuck is going on? Bruh, I am so confused why the fuck this is some fucking, like, why this is a thing. Why is she pretend, like, not, like, what the fuck? Thug life. Like, nah, bitch, this ain't thug life. Like, this is not thug, bitch. Like, you ain't about to get no street cred for going to jail because your best friend went to jail for being stupid. Like, you don't get street cred for stupidity going to jail, like, or for stupidly going to jail. Like, what are you talking? Like, what are you trying to do? Oh man, she don't got nothing else better to do.
Stop it.
So where's your fake ID at?
Receive no more calls.
I don't have fake ID.
So how are they serving you then?
Here.
Huh? Yeah, 14, but she was doing like 80 down here, and she almost T-boned a guy that was a green light for him, and
He said, "Fine,
She
bitch.
had the
You want to
red light.
go?
I'm gonna be
Where's
straight
the
with you.
ID?"
I really don't
Alright.
care. I want you to take me because she's
I'm
your
not
woman.
gonna take you. I'm just gonna take it from you.
No, for real, but
I'm just
like,
taking it from
I
you.
really want to go with
I-
her.
I fucking love this cop. I fucking love this cop, bro. This nigga is a fucking gangster for that. She said, "Here, I want to go to jail so bad. Here, take this motherfucker right here. See, I got to fake out. You can arrest me now." Nope. I'm just gonna make sure that you can't get into the clubs again. Make sure that you ain't over here, you know, trying to get these bars in trouble and shit, jeopardizing their licenses and everything. Let me just take this off your hands. Bitch, you still ain't gonna get what you want.
No, you're trying to be a good friend and everything.
She's my
This
best friend.
is-
10 years.
let
10
me
years.
explain-
I don't want to go by herself.
Let me explain
She's
it to
not
you.
going to jail.
I
Like,
know.
I'm going to
A
go with
lot
her
of people
or
haven't
nothing.
been to jail.
Right.
I'm not going
Let
without
me
her.
explain to you what's gonna happen. I'll explain to you what's gonna
Like,
happen
I'm
with
not
her.
gonna go
Y'all
without
want
her.
you
She's
want to
gonna get her
talk
own.
about it with her
She's
when
gonna get her
she
own cell.
gets
She
out?
won't be with anybody else.
I can't go without her. Like, I promise you, like,
She's
I
gonna
can't.
be out tomorrow. She will be out overnight.
I'd rather go with
She
her.
has to sober up. You can't go with her.
Bro, like, she's my best friend for 10 years.
I know.
10
And-
years.
Do you know what-
You don't understand.
She'll be out by 10
I
a.m.
can't.
You can pick
I'd
her
rather go.
up.
Can I go with her at 10 a.m.?
No.
Why?
You can pick her up at 10 a.m. But you
Right.
can't go with her. That's not how it works.
She's really
So
just
you're gonna
going
take
to
your,
the
your
drunk tank.
Camaro? So I'm gonna go with her.
Like the thing about it is like it's like she's not even really going to like real jail. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not gonna even be like for real booked in. Like she's just about to be put in a fucking holding cell in the little booking area. You know what I'm saying? Basically sober up, book her through real quick. She gonna be out on a fucking either signature bond or, you know, fucking a $100 bond or something stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like she's not about to sit in jail for real. Like,
Cause that's either
She's just
I'll
going
take her
to the-
Camaro
to the
or
sober
I'm
tank,
going with her.
bro.
No, you have a
She's
ride right
getting
over there.
No, I
arrested.
Your
don't.
boyfriend's
No,
right there.
I don't care.
Go
I'm
get
going with
sober.
her or I'm not going with my boyfriend.
oh man.
That's it.
Pretty simple.
I'd rather go with her.
Why would you talk yourself into going to
I'd
jail?
rather go with her.
Right.
I don't care.
Right. Even this cop is confused. Like, bitch, what are you
years.
talking
10
about?
years. I've only been for
Who?
2.
No
I don't
one
give
wants
about
to be
him.
put
I
in
give a
handcuffs.
I don't care.
No
Okay,
one
I'm gonna stand right
wants
here.
to go to jail. Like,
Ooh, it's gonna-
if you were homeless and it was cold outside, you know, maybe I'd think like, yeah, this bitch want to go to jail because she need 3 hots and a cot. You know what I'm saying? She just needs somewhere warm. She need a pillow and a blanket and shit. You know what I'm saying? And some hot food. She don't give a fuck what it is. But that's not the situation, bitch. Like, you have a house. Or at least an apartment. You have somewhere to go. Okay? Even if it's your parents' house. You have somewhere you can go. What are you doing? Your friend needs you to pick her up in the morning when she get out. Well, you can't do that if y'all dumbass go to jail too. Fuck are you talking about? She is such an idiot, bro. Oh, so now she's hitting stuff?
Jordan, bro.
She wants to go to jail so bad.
She wants us to take her with you, but we
take her with her, please.
I mean, we don't want to.
Can you please stop?
But she needs to like really calm down.
They're taking her to jail right now.
Noel, what? What?
Stop.
Stop what?
They're gonna take you with you.
I don't care. I want them to take me with you.
No.
I want them to take me with you. Like, either they take me with you or nothing. I don't care. I'm gonna stand right here until they take me with you. I'm gonna stand right here until they take me with you. I don't care,
Bruh,
Noel. I don't
even if you-
care.
Even if you get arrested, they ain't putting you in the same car. They ain't about to put your asses in the same cell. Y'all, like, you ain't gonna be nowhere near this bitch, bruh. Like, they gonna purposely separate you because you're stupid. And they're gonna wanna fuck with you. And they're gonna see that this is gonna bother you. So if they have to, if you force their hand to take your stupid ass to jail, best believe they're gonna do everything in their power to guarantee that you just will not see this bitch until tomorrow anyway. Okay, I'm just saying. They just go. They
I don't care.
They're
I
gonna
don't
get their
care.
way no matter
They're
what.
gonna take me with you or nothing.
Ma'am, calm down. You're being disorderly.
What?
I say, calm down. You're being disorderly.
No, take me with her or nothing.
No.
No, well, I don't care. I don't
She is
care.
The
such a
last
dumb
thing
bitch.
she needs
I don't care. No, well,
is to get arrested as
I'm
well.
talking to Jordan right now.
I don't care. Listen to my voice.
I don't care. Either
way.
they take me with you or I don't care.
Please.
No.
I'd be like, if you get
No,
arrested
I
too,
don't
we
care,
can't
no,
be
not a
friends
hotel.
no
Take you
more.
with me either way. Please
Take,
stop.
can take me with her or nothing.
Not a
No, they're not
hotel.
going to.
I'm gonna stand right here until they take me with you.
They're not
What are
going
you guys-
to.
I don't care.
You know how they
Bruh, I'd
I
be
don't
like,
care.
bro,
We're going to jail. I don't care. We're going
we
to
are
jail.
not about to
No,
be
well, I don't
friends
go.
if
I'm
you
going with you or
do
nothing.
this.
I don't go with you or nothing.
Because you are an
Her
idiot.
boyfriend was called to the
You're
traffic
worse.
stop to transport Keone home. However, she refused to leave with him and demanded to be taken with Noel.
You want to come here? So who's your girlfriend? So was she the one driving or no? All right. Well, you should probably get her because she wants to go to jail.
Yes, that's what I thought I heard.
Yes, she
He
is actually
said,
asking
okay,
to go to
I
jail
thought I heard that shit.
and yelling. So I would try to convince her to not want to go to jail.
I don't care.
begging you.
I really don't care.
I'm begging you.
All right, cool.
Oh my god.
Your friend's trying to give you good advice.
Who is this right here
Right.
walking up?
This is boyfriend for her.
Kiki, Deshaun's coming, please.
I know Deshaun's coming. I don't care if Deshaun's coming.
Please
But
go
I
with
care
me.
about you. I care about you. No, well, no, I'm not going without you. I'm not going without
Bro.
you.
That Porsche light just turned on.
I don't care if Deshaun is here. Bro, Jordan, I don't know what's going on, but like, Noelle's going to jail 100%.
She's gonna be out.
I'm going with her. I don't care.
Hey, ma'am, is there anything else?
Please
Go home.
Deshaun, take
Go
her.
home.
Deshaun, take her.
I'm going with
Take
her. I don't
her.
care.
He's like,
Go
bruh,
home.
I'm black,
Go,
you're white, there's cops
I don't
around,
give a-
you're screaming.
Jordan.
He didn't
I'm not
answer the
about
phone.
to do
can't.
any, I'm gonna
He didn't
stand
answer the
6.
phone.
Yes, I
This
did. Yes,
nigga,
I did.
this is this dude's girlfriend, okay? This is this man's girlfriend right here. And he is terrified to even try to help this bitch out. He don't want to try to help guide her away from the police. He don't want to nothing. He's like, nah, bitch, I'm black. You see this fro? Bitch, you white. I'm about to leave you out here, bitch. You see it? It's cops. They telling you. They told me already. I need to try to help you. But if you don't want to be helped, bitch, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to help me, help you, help us. All right? If you can't help me, help you, help us. I can't help you. Like, this, look at the distance, bro. He is terrified He is terrified of this situation right now, bro. I hate to do that shit, but that's just what it is, bro. Look at this shit. Like, Buddy is like, look, he walks up and he don't even touch her, bro. He don't even touch her. He don't try to hug her. He don't try to grab her hand like, baby, what's going on? Like, it's okay. Like,
No, I'm not going
this shit.
in without you. I'm not going without you.
Think I'm tripping. Watch.
I don't care if Deshaun
Watch.
is here. Bro, Jordan,
This ain't his
I don't know
girlfriend,
what's
bro.
going on.
He treating this bitch like a stranger.
She's gonna be out.
I'm going with her. I don't care.
Hey, ma'am, is there anything else?
Please
Look,
go home.
look,
Go
look.
home.
Look.
Deshaun, take her. I'm going with her. I don't care. Go home. Go.
Look at me. Look, he want to back away.
I don't give a. Jordan,
You didn't answer
I
the
really
phone.
can't.
You didn't answer the phone.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Look, he don't know
Go
what
with
to
Jordan.
do,
Take
bro.
her.
Let me talk
Jordan.
to Jordan. Roll up the window.
No, I don't care. Don't
Roll up
talk
the
to
window.
Jordan. I want to go with her.
I cannot go with her.
Deshaun, I don't
figure this
care.
out.
I don't give a.
Listen to me. I promise we can figure it out, but you cannot go with her.
Look, he trying to talk
Bro,
sense
I'm
into
not
this
gonna
girl,
leave
bro.
without her. Why would I leave without her?
Because she's gonna be out in 8 hours.
All right, and I'm gonna go with her in 8 hours.
No, you're not.
Yes,
In 8 hours, you
go
will be there
home.
for her.
Go home.
No.
Deshaun, go with the
Listen to
home.
me.
I'm gonna stay right here until I go with her.
Let me talk to Jordan.
So
Go ahead. I'm gonna stay right here until I go with her.
let me talk to you about this real quick. So if you get arrested tonight,
And I'd rather go with her.
okay,
You're not gonna be
hold
with
on. You won't be with her. You guys are gonna be separated.
All right.
So there's no
I already
point.
said
Like
that.
you're not gonna be
I
able to
told
talk
I'm
you.
not
to
gonna let
her.
her be by herself. Her mom, first of all, is gonna kill me.
Why?
Second of all, because I've known her for 10 years. I'm gonna stay right here. I don't care.
Right?
Really
Why
don't
would
care.
she kill
It's
you?
either you take me with her, or I'm gonna stay right here until you
Y'all are
guys
both
don't.
grown ass adults. She gonna be mad, but what can she
I
do?
don't give. Go home.
No, you
Yup.
cannot go. We are
I don't give a.
In 8 hours, I promise we'll be there for
8
the world.
hours. 8 hours is not enough. I want to be here with her right now.
You can't be here with
Too
us
bad.
right now. This
Too bad.
isn't gonna work.
Go home.
Listen to me.
Go the.
Look, he ain't even left the sidewalk,
I don't
bro.
give-
He
My
said,
mom
I
is
ain't
at
about to go
home. I
in
don't
this
care.
street with this
Exactly what
bitch.
you need to
Can you
do.
go shut
He
Noah's door?
said, you know what? You want to
Can you
go
go
to
shut Noah's
jail?
door?
No.
You
Can you
go
go
to
shut
jail.
Noah's
He
door?
trying his hardest not to just tell them to take her ass.
I don't give.
Listen to
What
me.
up,
I really don't
Anthony?
give. Go home.
Just come with
I'm
me.
gonna be with Noel. I don't give.
Go with
Cool.
Noel,
Cool.
babe.
Cool.
Can you at
Go
least
home.
stand right there then?
You might as well go home.
Can you stand right
You might as
there?
well go home.
Can you stand right
You might as
there?
well go home.
Can you stand
You
right
might as well
there?
go home. You might as well go home.
You need to.
I need you to go home.
You need to
Don't,
stand
please
right
don't
up
touch
there.
me.
Okay, just stand right up
Go
there.
home.
Just stand right
No,
up there.
go home.
We just
Please
need you
don't
out of the
touch
road.
me.
Don't
I
hit
get
the
it. I
cop.
get it. I get it.
Hit
Go
the cop.
home.
You out of the road.
Just calm down.
Either you go home. I'm gonna stay here by myself until they go home.
All
right, I'm gonna take her in.
Go home. Go home.
Bruh, if
Go the home. Cool.
bro, if this bitch starts chasing the cop car, I'ma start dying. Oh my gosh, bro. I'ma start laughing so hard. I'm not even joking. If she starts chasing after the cop car, I just have this feeling
I'm
she's
gonna stay right
going
here. I'm
to.
gonna follow
you wanna
them. Go
follow
ahead.
them?
Look.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, she's doing it. Start running, bitch. Start running.
I don't go.
If she starts running, I'm
Bye,
gonna be
Kiki.
laughing.
You can't. There's nothing you can do here for her.
Do you want to get her purse out of there?
Baby, you can't
It's on the
go.
other side.
Eventually, after exhausting all efforts to get her to leave, police decided to place her under arrest.
8 hours, we will go find where she is.
She's at the Wyandotte police station. Yep.
You're really
Where
gonna
your
make
bitch
me
is about to be
Oh,
too.
I'm
And,
I mean, the
uh,
girlfriend. Sorry.
Like, why did you pull up? Why the f are you here right now? No, you
Oh,
don't
shit.
need me right now.
All right.
You not shit.
Babe,
Why is he here right now? Did she come? Did she just walk up and assault this man? Oh hell yeah! Take this bitch in, brother. You need to go ahead and leave this woman alone. She gonna get yourself in trouble, or you gonna end up like OJ, and you know you might just end up in a situation you don't want to be in. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, this right here is not okay. I'm just saying. Take her ass in. Dog, you need to go ahead and move on.
Like,
Fuck
why
it.
did you pull up?
Fuck it. Fuck
Why
this
the
bitch.
F are you here right now? No, you don't need me
Oh,
right now.
all right.
You not
Oh,
shit.
Yup, take her,
Alright, go
take
ahead.
her.
jail.
Take her to
Yep.
jail.
please, let me just talk to her.
You're under
No,
arrest for
okay.
disorderly.
Babe, please,
It's fine.
please. Wait, officer,
No,
please,
it's
please.
too late.
No.
Please, this is gonna change everything for her. Please, I don't care.
I gave her every
Don't save
opportunity
her.
in the world.
Don't save her.
Let me reason.
She want to learn the hard way.
Sorry.
She
Please,
hard-headed. She's
begging you.
stubborn.
Like,
Too late.
Let her
I'm
figure
really
it
trying to
out.
Listen, we gave her more than ample opportunity.
Right.
And
more.
I believe you. Look, I
More
really
than she
believe you.
needed.
Can I just try and reason?
Come on.
Come on.
Just come on. You have my phone? Call my mom.
Look, she got what she wanted. She happy as a motherfucker right now.
Sounds like your friend may have just gotten arrested.
No, she didn't. Please say she didn't.
You got no weapons on you?
No. Wait. I might have like a tweezer on me.
Where's
like
it
right
at?
here. My front pocket.
In this pocket right
Yep.
here? Can't interfere with police investigations and scream like that, okay?
So
Stayed with her, and she got aggressive when I got here, so they got her for disorder.
this is hers, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So she'll be at Why Not Jail. All right. She has to sober up before she can be released. All right. She'll be able to make a phone call as long as she cooperates the rest of the way, which I'm sure she's going to now.
Bruh,
because
she is such a fucking
this is all
idiot.
she wants is to go to jail.
She is an
So
idiot, bro.
as soon as she
Buddy
sobers
need
up,
to go
takes the
ahead and
PBT,
leave
she'll
her.
be
I
able
was
to
like,
post
shit,
a
I don't give a
bond.
fuck, bro.
She'll be able to
pass this information
make a phone call
along
at that
to her. You know
point.
what?
She'll let you
Fuck
know.
that. Give me your
or,
card.
I don't know if she's gonna
Give me
call
your
her
card.
mom
I'm
or
gonna
you
give it
or
to her
whoever.
mom.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
she'll
give it
probably
to
end
her
up calling her
mama,
mom.
and
She
you-
sounds like she's upset with you.
you go
Somebody's
ahead
just gotta
and,
post her bond so she can get out. Either way, if she doesn't, then she'll be held, whatever. So can't really tell you what happened.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I'm sure you can guess, but so the car will be impounded. It's actually going to be impounded actually at this place right here, Throw Brothers Towing. So with that, have a good night, man. Might as well
Well, it
end it
didn't go
there. She
far.
had a, was using that buddy or her friend that got arrested for OWI. She was using her ID to get in and get served at Captain's. So you might as,
ID?
yeah, so you might as well throw that on there too. So.
Damn, see, this bitch is dumb. They tried to give her so many chances. She's an idiot.
Gray board right here.
She's such an idiot, bro. Look, this chick's gonna get out. She gonna get out in 8 hours.
Sounds like it, yeah.
I'd be so pissed if something happens to my car.
No, like I said, it goes into a.
You promise? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be so pissed.
Nope, you'll be fine.
Camaro, I just got it.
Drove it like you stole it.
No,
I'm kidding.
please
Well,
stop.
well, it says in here that your license is going to be suspended, and it's usually right, and you get 6 points to your license. We just take your breath test right here, and you, well, you're gonna stay in jail regardless, until you're sober, which this test helps us figure out how long it takes till you can be sober. And you're not convicted of an OWI or anything. You're just being
Just yet.
charged with it.
Just yet, anyway.
When
You're
you go
being
to
charged
court
for that
and
shit.
never been arrested,
You just
I
ain't
think you got a
convicted
ticket
yet.
on your license. I'm sure they're gonna be pretty lenient with you, you know.
Stay right there, okay? I'm gonna leave this door open, okay? And so you can get some air. But we gotta wait till your friend's done being booked.
Why are you doing this?
Huh?
Why are you doing this? I know it's your best friend.
That's literally it.
I know.
That's
I get it.
that's all.
I don't get it. I really, I
She's
can,
been my best friend for 10 years.
I can say.
And look, I'm not
stick
gonna
by
lie
her.
to you, bro. Look, my best friend has been my best friend for like 13, 14 years or some shit. I met this motherfucker when? When did I meet this nigga? I met him in 2000 and... Was it like 2007, 2008? Yeah, like 2007, 2008 is when I met my best friend. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to jail for this nigga. And I know this nigga ain't going to jail for me. Like, it's one thing if we just both go to jail because we was in a big fight, banging it out and trying to protect ourselves and shit, and we just get caught up. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But, nigga, I'm not about to sit here and show out because you got, you got arrested in a traffic stop and shit. Like, nigga, I'm about to just, who I need to call. I'm gonna see you at the jail. You know what I'm saying? We gonna you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get your ass out. Like, what? Like, it don't do neither of us any good if both of us locked up. Like, how am I gonna help you, nigga, if I'm locked up? Just saying. How you gonna help me if you locked up? Nigga, we both can't be locked up at the same damn time. Like, that shit's not okay. I'm just saying, that's not okay.
I've had the same best friend for 16 years, and I can tell you if he was going to jail, I'd watch him.
Right.
I'd watch him.
Facts. Nigga, facts. Thank you for speaking the truth. Thank you for speaking the truth. This nigga's not speaking nothing that I don't think none of us was thinking. This bitch is dumb. This bitch is dumb. There ain't nothing else to be said about it. Bitch, you dumb. I got a best friend too that I've had way longer than 10 years, and I'm not going to jail for just willingly Nah, nigga, I'm gonna stay out so I can help you out. I'll
Outside
be there to
watching
pick your
drive
ass
away.
up.
I've been friends since
Fuck
we were
all
in,
that.
like 6th grade.
Okay, I just said 16 years, okay?
I know,
You've only
I
been
get
alive 19 years. I would watch him be arrested in a heartbeat.
And like,
And you see my
Right.
boyfriend right there. I was the one who missed
It was a
her.
bad choice.
I know.
Very
you're gonna
good.
have to deal with that after too,
Yeah.
because he's not gonna be happy, and he was already talking to your mom.
I know.
Let him go to jail. I'd be right there to pick him up. I'd be the one to pick him up and help him through it. I would
Right.
be, because
I was
now
riding with her. So
I know
it's
you
like,
were.
You had a ride home.
You had a way home.
You refused to leave time and time again,
but it's
screaming
like,
out
I'm not
loud.
gonna let her go to jail by herself.
You're not going to be with her. You're never going to see her in here.
It's fine. I'm not gonna let her go by herself.
We're strong and steady. We'll hard.
You're dumb. Your charges are gonna be worse than
You're
hers.
gonna be a lot lower.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. You're a lot higher.
The friend's at .20. Take a seat on the bench, right here.
Right here?
Yep. Stand.
So she's drunk.
Please shut up. Please shut up. It's okay. It's okay.
Stand up.
It's not okay.
Look at the
stupid
camera.
ass.
Center yourself.
You gotta be here for at least 10 hours.
Did this bitch just motherfucking do smile and take the most high school picture-esque ass fucking mugshot? Oh god, she doesn't understand shit.
Okay? 10 hours.
I can call this one or
You can use this one right here. Yep, one that you got. So it's 3 a.m. right now, so 10 hours from now.
hello?
So around the 1.
Do you have her card, her credit card?
Credit card? Debit card?
Hers?
Give me my card.
Yeah. Noel, I don't have your card anymore.
What do you?
Have it.
It was in my bra, but it's not anymore. So did you take
Oh my
it?
God. This is exactly what I said.
Noel, I have my card. If you need to pay for bail, I have my card.
I already called Jordan. I know he's talking to me right now.
She's an idiot. See, look, and now you lost her credit card and everything because you stupid. See, we can't be friends.
Noel,
What up,
I already
Dylan?
told you.
We can't be friends after
All
this.
right.
Hey, you guys aren't going to go back and forth. This isn't going to, what's going to happen?
Grab that blanket, grab that juice. We're gonna.
Is she staying till 1 p.m. too?
Here,
Longer?
Come this way. Well, she's more intoxicated. Alright, hang a left right here in this first door. Okay, do you have toilet paper in here? I'll get you more. Just know when they come by, they might ask you to take another one, okay? Just to see if you can get out earlier. Okay? Alright, good luck to you, okay?
She's an idiot. But she's not the idiot. That's the idiot right there.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say it's funny, but I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm drunk. I'm in jail. I know Deshaun told you. I just want to let you know. I called you because you're a loyal number that I know. I think they said that I'd stay 12 hours.
12 hours.
At least 12 hours. Yeah, I have to say at least 12 hours. You can grab cash if you want. I have cash in my room.
250.
Okay. It's gonna be 250. Okay, well I wasn't gonna leave Noel by herself. All right, I love you. Goodbye. See you in the morning.
Enjoy your stay.
She's an idiot.
First time in jail, it's fine. This one?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Take care. What am I doing wrong? There it goes.
She's an idiot.
Keone was charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct and received a citation for minor in possession, consumption of alcohol. The misdemeanor charge was later dismissed. Noel was charged with misdemeanor operating while intoxicated, first offense, and received several traffic violations for her driving. Both of their cash bonds were set at $250. Noel was later found guilty and was sentenced to 12 months probation. Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
There was no getting out of that one. Like she was fucked up. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. And her friend was even more fucked up and even stupider than her. So yeah. I mean, driving drunk is dumb, but to sit there and be underage. Being an underage drunk passenger that then demands to be arrested, I mean, I think that far exceeds the stupidity of the drunk driver. I feel like just a little bit. Just you gotta be a fucking idiot for that. Like, just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. All right, lady loses it on officer. I just want my vape pen. Okay, all right. Let's see what this bitch talking about.
Okay, so one, she's
probably the
in
last
a
one for
erratic
tonight, too.
distress. She's in distress right now. Okay.
I am extremely. I got it.
Okay.
What are
Give
you
us a
talking
minute,
about?
okay?
You're
Hold on, I
extremely
got it.
upset.
Okay.
Bitch. Oh, she's drunk. Oh, she's super drunk.
All right, go ahead, do your 9 steps back.
Oh. We've never seen somebody start walking backwards legitimately doing this test. Holy shit. This bitch is blowing at least a 1. A 1.0.
I just want to hit my face. I want to go home.
I'm gonna go to jail and you can cry in jail. I mean, it's more than welcome to do that. Oh, little boy looks so cute. He's like a little meatball. Looks like a little meatball. Let me show you guys this little dude. Look at meet Louis V. It's the new little guy. Oh, this
Okay, so one, she's in a erratic distress. She's in distress right now. Okay.
I am extremely. I got it.
Okay.
That's Louis V.
Give us a minute, okay?
Hold on. I got it. Okay. I got it.
Was anybody injured?
So we were literally hit head on. Okay, they were coming down. I got him.
Okay, are you injured? We'll get to that in a minute.
I am refusing to get out of the seatbelt because she hit us so hard. My whole stomach hurts because she hit us so hard and the damn seatbelt had to hold on to me so tight.
Okay.
So I am not getting out of this goddamn seatbelt until a paramedic.
That's
comes and checks me out and makes sure I'm
they're
okay.
right here, ma'am.
Jesus, lady.
Are you injured?
Do you want to go to the hospital by?
I want to make sure we get the full workup because her insurance company is paying for everything. I'm not getting
So is that
any.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
Holy shit.
I'm not getting out of the seatbelt until somebody says it's okay to get out of the seatbelt. Because stomach hurts because the seatbelt held to hold on to me so tight because she hit us head on.
I physically lost a copy, but there is an actual copy.
Okay. Can you step out so I can speak to you alone? So we'll get to all that in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Here's your phone back. So you guys were coming this way?
Yes.
And they're coming which way?
They were coming towards us.
Okay.
That
Okay.
young lady right there.
So you hang out right here, talk to these officers. I'm gonna go speak over here. It's really cold. Were you driving? Okay. I heard you were going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Was that true?
Yeah.
I was just following the maps.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license on you?
Yes. It's in the car.
Are you guys just witnesses? No damage? Nothing?
My driver's in the car.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
She's faded. She said my driver.
She's 47, wrong way driver?
Yeah.
She's a 47 wrong way driver. I'll take her if you guys handle the crash.
That's my little dude. His
You'll
name
take
is
the
Louis V.
Huh?
You'll take the 47?
Yeah.
You sure?
Are you good with that?
Another dog.
I would actually prefer that over.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I've ever made.
That's all I do.
I thank you so much for your service. You're
Okay.
amazing. Appreciate that.
Let's get you.
We need to grab my driver's.
Please. I'm gonna walk you over there. Okay.
I'll roll close to the.
I'll get your report number later on. You're pretty cold? You're pretty cold? Okay.
This
Do you have a
chick is
jacket, ma'am?
faded.
Nothing?
In the car, yes, I do.
Okay. We'll get your jacket, all right? Is it in the back seat, front seat? Okay. So this is wrong way. She's wrong way. She's driver. Victims. APD's already 10-4 with me taking what we got. Cool. Okay. I'll talk to you right over here, all right?
Whatever issue there is, it is my fault.
I understand, ma'am. I'm going to talk to you back here. That way, no one's screaming and yelling. I just want to get a statement. 2, 5, 1,
Well, at
6,
least she knows it's her
10, 6
fault.
fields.
I mean, shit.
Right in front of
Can't
my
be
car.
mad.
Okay,
I
I'm just
mean,
going to
you're
shut it
taking
down. Do
full
you guys need her
responsibility.
49?
I mean, thanks. Just made our job a lot easier.
I do not.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
For this, I'm going to have to take your purse and your cell phone, okay? How old are you?
20.
20? I'm going to take your purse off, okay?
Oh, so you ain't even old enough to fucking be drinking.
And I think it might be
you're
around your
done.
arm. Baby, how about this? We'll make it easy. Better? I'm gonna put this in my car.
Bruh. I can't wait
Alcohol
to see
coming
her
from your
test,
breath.
bruh.
Have you consumed any alcohol tonight?
Yes.
What have you consumed?
Yes.
About a beer and a double shot of alcohol and a drink.
Okay, and where was that at?
2 different places.
Okay. All right, so I need to run you through some field sobriety tests to make sure you're all right to drive, okay?
Sure.
Can you move the hair out of the front of your face?
At
And
least
then I'm gonna
she's
have you stand just like I'm
cooperative as
standing,
fuck.
feet together,
Like,
toes touching, arms by your
Never
side.
seen anyone be this drunk and
For this test,
cooperative.
what I want you to do is I want you to focus on the tip of my finger, okay?
Okay.
I don't want you to move your head throughout this
This
test.
finger right here.
Correct. I don't want you to move your head
This
throughout this
one?
test. I just want you to focus on the tip of
Sure.
my finger. Do you have contacts?
No.
Lady.
Have you ever had a traumatic brain injury?
Or you
No.
might call her by her
Okay.
name.
What I want you to do, I want you to focus on the tip of my finger, okay?
Sure.
Just the tip.
Follow my finger. Right here, ma'am.
Not the flashlight, bitch. The finger. Damn, her head's staying pretty good. I mean, she's wobbling like a motherfucker, but her head's pretty still.
Would it help if you sit down?
I'm just really cold.
Okay.
That's
I'll have you sit down for me, okay?
No, I don't need to sit down.
Well, you're wobbling all over the place.
Well, I'm just really cold.
Okay. Sit down right here, and I'll put my jacket on you. It'll warm you up.
No, it's okay.
Okay, will you sit down for me, though? Just sit, that way you're not wobbling, okay? Focus on the tip of my finger.
Sure.
Oh, now her head's moving. And she's still wobbling like a motherfucker. Holy shit. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. What up, Greg? Right. He said, I'm here to count for it, but she ain't. Facts.
Try not to move your head, okay? Focus on my finger.
She does look like that little girl from that show, fucking that cartoon, Wreck-It Ralph. Don't she? If that's what you're talking about, basically, that's fucking hilarious.
We're gonna do a couple more, okay?
534 signal.
They didn't give a fuck if she was freezing. This dude's over here like, here, be the code, I'll get you my
46
code.
is 98. Oh, wait,
Sit
56
up against
is
the car.
the office. So far.
All right, ma'am. Take a couple steps forward. I'm gonna have you stand right here.
She is fucked up, man. She's absolutely.
Perfect. Do you have any injuries or anything to your feet or legs that I need to know about? Anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or a turn?
No.
Nothing at all?
Except with them freezing.
Okay, can I put my jacket on you? That way you warm
Yes.
up? Okay. I want you to go ahead and place your left foot on that 4-inch wide line, just like I'm doing. Now take your right foot, place it in front of your left, just like this, keeping your arms by your side. Perfect. You're gonna stay in this position the entire time until I tell you to move, okay? What you're gonna do when instructed, you're gonna do 9 heel-to-toe steps. You're gonna do a turn as I demonstrate, and you're gonna do 9 heel-to-toe steps coming back this way. When you perform this test, you're gonna focus on the tip of your toe. You're gonna count each step, And you're going to continue to walk until you're completely finished with the test. I don't want you to stop at any point.
Yes, sir.
The demonstration is going to look just like this, ma'am. 1, 2, 3. But on your 9th step, you'll plant your lead foot. With the foot behind you, you'll do a series of small turns. Just like this, you'll continue down that line. 9 steps. 1, 2, 3. Do you have any questions?
No, only questions that I'm freezing.
Okay.
Only
We'll hurry it up
questions
so
that that's a statement.
you don't freeze, all right?
That's a
Do you understand the
statement.
test?
9 step forward.
9 steps, plant your foot, turn with your back foot, and then continue your 9 steps. Keeping your arms by your side, ma'am.
1,
Arms by your side.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Nope. You fell off your line already.
9.
She said,
All right,
let
go
me just
ahead, do your 9
reverse
steps
this.
back.
Let me just reverse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
He's just watching. Like, this bitch just hit reverse for real.
Perfect. Stand right here where I had you the first time, okay? You said you're how old?
20.
20? Where'd you get alcohol tonight if you're 20 years old?
Gas.
So you're going to choose your left or your right foot.
Okay.
What's that?
Is that picture right here?
Up.
Yes, sir.
You're going to choose your left or your right foot, okay? Whichever foot you choose, you're going to raise that foot above the ground about 6 inches. It's about the size of a Coke can. Your foot will be parallel with the ground. You're going to focus on the tip of your toe, counting in 1000s, keeping your arms by your side, just as I'm doing. That test will look like this, man. 1001, 1002, 1003. You're going to continue to count until I tell you to stop.
Yes, sir.
Test's going to be about 30 seconds. Do you have any questions?
No question.
Do you understand the test? Go ahead and begin.
2001. 2002. 2003. 2004. 2005. 2006.
Holy, she's about to fall over. She's steadily walking sideways doing this test.
2010.
All right, ma'am, go ahead and stop, okay? I'm gonna have you come back over here next to my car.
And arrest him.
I'm gonna take my jacket off you real quick.
I'm gonna put handcuffs on you.
Place your hands right up here, please. Turn around and place your hands up here. You're gonna place this hand behind your back. Take this out of your hand.
Oh, you crying now? You've been cool this whole time.
10:15, 10:47. On my watch, 0212 hours. Mouth free and clear. Start my 20-minute deprivation. All right, ma'am, walk behind. I'm gonna place you in the backseat of my unit.
You are now under arrest, bitch.
Do you have anything on you? Nothing at all? Face this car?
I am so sorry. Like, I don't know what
What's your job? What do you have set up?
it's a marketing job and all. You know, my face off.
Can you take your earrings out?
Well,
Oh my goodness, please, 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 please.
Just drop it. Just put it in.
I cannot ruin my whole entire life.
well, it's not gonna ruin your whole life, but you're definitely gonna have to deal with this shit.
Are you sure?
I promise you.
Because I want to shoot myself at this point.
No, don't say that.
I do. I am a very good person. I am like a very good person.
No one's saying you're not a good person, okay?
Yeah, but I can't.
Bruh.
I don't
these
need to
back.
go to
Calm
the
your ass
hospital.
down.
Like,
No, I
I'm
have to.
okay.
I can't avoid it. It's not an
I
option.
don't want to go there, please. I just want to hit my vape. I want to go home. And I want to cry.
No vehicles going southbound and then northbound. And no vehicle description by the headlight.
I just wanna go home and hit my vape and cry. Oh yeah?
No further station where the
Oh
49.
my goodness, I am so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Take your belly button ring.
Don't
Are you a
be
cheerleader?
sorry, ho. Do better.
I danced.
You danced?
I played volleyball my whole life.
You're tiny for volleyball.
Yeah, is that what libero? I'm sorry, I can't say the whole of this. I'm so sorry. Like, I can't even talk to my family. Is it
Just
okay
drop
if I
it.
just put it
Yep.
in there separately?
Do you have any other jewelry anywhere else?
No.
Do you want a Kleenex or a couple to take with you?
Yes, and I would like to talk to my family.
You don't have any jewelry, no bracelets? Okay. Do you have piercings anywhere? Okay. Let's walk around the corner. This way. Right over here.
Ask her about her
All the way over
piercings,
here.
nigga? Think she got some piercings in some places she forgot, or what?
Put your hands out like this.
Yeah, you're locked up. You locked up. Ain't letting you out.
How much you drink tonight?
Like, 2 drinks at the bar. And a shot, maybe.
That's it?
Yes.
You're tiny. Shouldn't be drinking at all.
Can I just, okay, can I just have a Kleenex?
Yep. Put your arms, no fists.
Can I have my phone?
I'll give you your phone once we're done with the
Yeah, it must be
medical
big,
stuff,
so.
okay?
And how long is that going to be?
I don't know. Hopefully it's quick.
Like, how long?
I would say an hour.
Okay.
Okay? But the sooner we get going, the quicker it's gonna be.
He was looking at her, though. You know, he was
I have no
checking
idea
her
where
out
that is.
Yeah, just we're gonna go
No,
right
he had
back
to
out to
search
my
her, though,
car.
before he
This
took
one
her.
right here.
Oh shit, it's all done. All right. Another one bites the dust. But that one was fucking, she was the most, like, cooperative drunk lady that we've ever seen, bro. We ain't never seen nobody be that drunk and that fucked up and be that cooperative. This bitch walked forward and then just hit reverse. She didn't even spin. She didn't even do the test right at all. That shit was nuts. Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys. I'm about to hop off. I got, I'm about to just go chill for a little bit before I hit the hay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you. I love you guys. There is no me without you. We're going to keep running. We're going to keep doing what we do. Yeah, shout out to everybody out there doing their best, loving themselves and loving the people around them. And yeah, now I'm just rambling. Anyways, man, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.